What is up? Welcome to the February 2025 market update. It is great to be with you guys today. And before we get into the market and what's happening, one more time before it actually happens, I want to just let you guys know March 30th, Chaparral Park, kicking it for the kids. We are so excited for the event. We have already raised $13,000 and we aren't even to it yet. Last year we raised $10,000, so we're well on our way to reaching and exceeding our goals. So thank you to everybody that's participating. We're still looking for a few more teams. So if you want to get out, it's not too serious. Come out, bring the family, have some fun. We've got food trucks, we've got a DJ. It's going to be awesome. So can't wait to see you guys out there. Now, let's get to the market because things are bananas. As you guys probably see, if you're watching the news, is there tariffs? How's inflation going? What are mortgage rates doing? Bitcoin is going crazy. Like everything's going nuts out there. People are trying to figure out what's going on. And so I want to take a couple minutes and just give you a little clarity on what we're seeing in the market. So first and foremost, here in Metro Phoenix, if you're seeing more houses on the market, that's true. There's definitely more houses on the market. That could be bad news if you're a seller, but when we look down a little deeper into the data, the good news is last month we had about 5,000 homes under contract. This month we have like 8,000, actually a little over 8,000 homes under contract. So even though there's more active properties for sale, there's also more homes going pending. And so what that means, I think, is that buyers and sellers have kind of gotten used to the fact that the interest rates are a little higher and they're probably not coming down meaningfully. And people that want to buy and people that want to sell are just saying heck with it, and they're starting to do it. We're coming into spring selling season. I'm anticipating it's going to be relatively strong. I do think we're going to see more and more homes continue to come on the market, but I do think the buyer demand is there and a lot of that will get absorbed. And it won't surprise me if when we get into like March and April that we see that pending number that's around 8,000 right now get up into the 9 or 10,000 pending number. That won't surprise me at all given kind of when our strong season typically is. If you're out shopping right now, you know rates came down a little, but they didn't come down all that much. There's a whole bunch of reasons for that, but if you're paying attention, the last two inflation readings that came out this past week, the producer price index and consumer price index, both those numbers came in hotter than expected. So in other words, higher than people were thinking, which means inflation's just sticking around and it's gonna be really hard to get down to that Fed 2% target that they're shooting for. We're annualized over 3%, like 3.5%. So it's really challenging when the Fed doesn't want to bring rates down and cause inflation to spike up. And so most people are considering the fact that the Fed's probably not going to lower much this year. Maybe towards the back half of the year, we might get another reduction or two. But overall, if you're waiting for interest rates to drop significantly, I would say you're probably not going to see that this year. What we're seeing in Metro Phoenix, our median sales price is flat month over month, but it's actually had been creeping up a little bit. So around 450,000 for the median sales price. What's interesting is our average sales price is actually continuing to rise a little bit. And so what that tells us is our higher end and luxury market is really holding strong. And we're seeing that in the market. A lot of that has to do with people that are buying in luxury tend to have other assets like stock and investments and things like that. And that market's been doing so well. People feel wealthy and they're still purchasing homes. So luxury is hanging tight and both the median and average sales prices are hanging tight here. So another reason if you're thinking about buying, maybe not to hang on and count on kind of like a big dip or a big rate reduction or anything like that. The only reason I think we would see that is if something really like traumatic happens in the economy and we see a big stock market dip or something like that that could spook the market, then I guess we could see rates drop. That would also mean maybe there's something wonky with the economy. So I don't think anybody should root for that. So if you've been sitting on the sidelines rooting for lower rates, I'd stop rooting for it because like I said, I think that would probably mean there's more issues in the underlying economy than anyone would really want. That being said, if you're thinking of selling, it's really important right now to show your home in the best light because there is more inventory. Make sure that we could call it from the kitchen to the curb, have it showing great, that you get professional photos, that you put it in its best light because there is more competition. That's going to be the best chance to sell and sell for the highest price. If you're thinking of buying, if it's a great house and it's in a great area, we're still seeing multiples, believe it or not. But some of the more outlying areas, some of the properties that haven't been maintained as well, a lot of overpriced properties from sellers hoping they could get a 2022 bidding type war thing going on. Some of that stuff's sitting, and there is starting to be some opportunities there. So it's just really refining your search and making sure that you understand the submarket and type of property you're looking in so that you know how to be educated when you go in for an offer. If you have questions about any of this, because I know it's a lot to digest and it can be a little confusing, please reach out to us. We'd love to chat with you. Reach out to whoever your trusted professional is, but hopefully that's us. And we're happy to walk you through what's going on, where we see spring selling season going, and with any other questions you guys might have. Hope to see you guys out at Kickball next month, and we'll talk to you soon.